If I need your body, I'll fucking... Dick. Why do you come? Welcome.
Hello, I am Mike Shin from More Than Man / Mars Productions / Flip Zone / many more things.
It's Los here from a lot of those things too, but primarily just Los vibes on all platforms.
Especially on Twitch.
Yeah.
So, Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh shit, here we go.
You have a strong stance on the price of the game.
Yes, but I haven't played the new update, which I kind of want to now since you've been talking about it a lot. But where I stand now, I think it's overpriced for what it is.
I think when it came out, I can definitely agree with you, and I felt really ripped off. I mean, I feel that way for a lot of games that are like recently that are pretty trash at the beginning, at launch, at our unfinished products. I do believe games, because they gotta know that their game isn't gonna work. Like, there's no way when you have a game that's being tested, they gotta know what state the game is in. Like, I can get it if it's like some random ass bug, but when it's completely broken, they gotta know. And I feel like, if that's the case, I feel like they could save a lot of grace when they know people are gonna want to play it and they want to play it quick because everything keeps getting delayed, but it's not really delayed. It's just the game's fucking unfinished and they're not polishing anything. They're still working on the game.
Yeah.
So I feel like they should definitely implement early access. Like, yes, you'd be making less money on the front end, but if you look at Cyberpunk 2077 right now, it's on sale for like half off, which would be like an early access price. So it kind of like equals out,
Yeah, I would have been really happy to buy it right now, but like,
Yeah.
just see it in, I think I mentioned stuff like just the comparison videos or even just videos that they took from them talking about it and them just like straight up just lying through their teeth about a lot of the stuff in the game. And I also have a good comparison to another game that's very similar. It's the oh man, what's that game called? The Outer World?
Anthem?
No,
Oh, Outer Worlds.
Outer World.
Outer Wilds or Outer Worlds? The
Um,
one made by
Bethesda.
Obsidian.
Oh
Well, Bethesda, Obsidian,
yeah, that
tomato,
game.
tomato.
Yeah, I got that game for free, and it was like not even that much when it came out, and it has like the same basis where, it's RPG, you make decisions in the game, do side quests, all that stuff. But it dropped down in price so fast because I guess the game wasn't doing that well. It was a pretty hyped game, but it really lost
Really?
steam fast. Yeah, it's like super cheap now. It's free
Wow.
in a lot of platforms, um, especially game passes. It's free.
Huh. I did not know that because I remember when it came out, everyone was talking about it. Everyone was just, hyping it up because people love Obsidian because of their biggest title, which was Fallout New Vegas, which people thought it was like the best Fallout game or is the best Fallout game. And so when the Outer Worlds,
I gotta look. I gotta confirm what it is now.
whatever the game is, like, people loved it and wouldn't stop talking about it. And I didn't play it. I don't know. People were comparing it to Fallout, and I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever play another Fallout after 4. Like, I really like New Vegas, but I'm not gonna play the fucking Outer Worlds probably ever. It's just these games. There's just so much in them, man. So I gotta play games that are pretty streamlined now.
Yeah,
Can't be riding around, fucking around a whole lot.
yeah, you get that much downtime. Move the pace, and that's that's really why I stopped playing. It was cool, and yeah, it kind of the same premise, and yeah, it's called the Outer Worlds.
So it
Um,
is Outer Worlds.
yeah, and I think that would be a good comparison for if if your game wasn't doing good, just keep updating it, but make it so cheap that anyone can play it if they're feeling this type of game.
Yeah, full price and then fixing it later. Like I said, I feel like $30 out the door just to let people play it, see what state it's in. Be upfront and be like, hey, it's unfinished. It's being worked on.
Mhm.
Check it out. It's $20, $30. And probably more people will want to get it and be like, hey, we want to help you discover the bugs. We want to help you by submitting data. And, then the people that wait, they'll have a good product and they'll pay $60.
Yeah. Maybe they just had too much writing on it because they had Keanu Reeves in it. And
And I feel like that was a last minute thing, dude. I feel like that's kind of like, I don't know, because I'm not fucking there. I don't know what the story is, but I do remember when they released Keanu Reeves was around like a year or a year and a half, maybe 2 years before the game came out.
but the story is
And
based so much around him. I don't know if it'd be so last minute.
now I don't know how long the story is because I did a lot of the side quests because I really enjoyed them. And I didn't want to like blow through the story mode. I like saving that for last. But I will say, man, I don't know. It's hard because he was intertwined with a lot of the side quests as well. So it's hard to tell when he was actually implemented into the game. If he was there like within the first year, or if they already had everything implemented for him and they were just kind of hoping that they got him and then like just had him voice all these lines. But because I remember when it came out, a lot of people were saying that he was kind of just thrown in there and they're like, he doesn't feel like he's actually a part of it. And that he was just kind of, they got him because it'd be cool to help it sell. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, Keanu Reeves, I would say, is probably one of my favorite actors. It really helped me to like solidify the hype for this game, and then also it rode
Yeah.
on like the cyberpunk wave of Outrun and Vaporwave and all that stuff. So it was like perfect
Yes.
timing for everything. Boom, everything right now is so big, and
Yeah. And Keanu Reeves was, after like doing,
it's John Wick.
I can't remember when the game was first announced, but I'm sure at least like two of the John Wick movies came out during like the development. So people were loving the shit out of it because of that. Uh, But yeah, I don't know. And then like, he has to tie with the Matrix. And so yeah, I think that once Keanu Reeves was announced, I think that was the nail in the coffin for the disappointment for people. Because I think that was like probably the top of the hype. Because that was probably the last thing they announced before the game came out.
Yeah,
Because I mean, yeah, that probably was the last thing. Because that came out like those trailers came out pretty close before that game came out. So that's when the whole like, get up, samurai. Time to come, or whatever those memes were.
yeah, yeah. But no, but when did he come out and like the whole "You're Beautiful" thing? I wonder when that came out. I'm about to look it up.
Oh, like you're so fucking precious. That.
No, it's when he went on stage when they introduced him.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That was
breathtaking!
after his trailer came out.
You're
Yeah, you're
breathtaking.
breathtaking.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and yeah, and so then like everyone was like so focused in on him because again he was like John Wick was like his movies, and then people started looking into him like, oh, he's a part of the new CD Projekt Red, which was hyped up already by Witcher 3, and then people thought it was going to be an amazing game, and then yeah, you're right, it was a perfect storm for what it came out to be.
Big old letdown at first. Maybe now things are different
Because of the price.
Yeah,
Because of the price, I feel like I do feel like the $30 price at the launch would have helped a lot.
I mean, if games are getting more expensive, like with the PS5 and the Xbox, whatever, um, I feel like if you pay, if I'm paying premium, I want like none of this, these constant mistakes they make.
That's one thing that I wanted to mention to you about, which this is going to be kind of meta because I'm going to bring it up whenever we do the Jumajira podcast.
Okay.
Because in episode 2, Ramses mentioned that he already pre-ordered Horizon.
Oh yeah.
He already pre-ordered the new Horizon game, and I'm going to mention to him if he pre-ordered it on the PS5. If you pre-ordered on the PS4, you still pay $60 and you could log into your PS5 and get the free upgrade. But if you did it on the PS5,
Ooh.
you do $70. So you save $10 if you did it the other way around. But it's the last game that you could have done that with. So I'm going to be curious, and I'm going to mention that to him. I don't know if he actually got it or not. I haven't seen him get on. But if he did, I want to know his take on that and see his reaction.
That'd be a good one. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'd definitely do that.
Oh, yeah. And, because I was thinking about getting it, and then I heard people talking about that, and I'm happy. And you can only do it from your PS4 account. You can't do it from the app because it doesn't work that way. And it's the only game that, because like sometimes when you buy a game on the PS5, it asks if you want to buy the PS4 version or the PS5 or both, which is just the PS5 version.
Yeah.
And that one you had to buy the PS5 if you were on the PS5 and spend that extra $10. Which means the game is not worth $10 more if it has a fucking free $10 upgrade.
I guess you're just paying for the graphical up, but yeah, you should matter.
Paying for the haptic feedback.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Which honestly, that's another thing from the Jim and Jira podcast too. After downloading Cyberpunk again, what I found online was completely incorrect for what I actually downloaded, because what I said the PS5 was like 114 gigs, which was like 14 to 20 gigs more than the PS4, but it's not. It's only like 70 gigs total.
Oh, okay.
So
that's not bad at all.
It's still, yeah, it's still not like super bad. And I think I don't know what the PS4 is. I just know from what I downloaded on my PS5. So I don't know where the fuck those numbers were coming from that I was reading. But
speculation.
Yeah, the fucking haptic feedback is worth $10 apparently. I recently purchased, and I was not gonna do it because I fucking hate Uncharted 4.
Uncharted 4 specifically?
Yeah. But the Uncharted 4 / Lost Legacy bundle has an upgrade for the PS5, which was $10. And I think I got Uncharted 4 for free on PlayStation. I think it was a Plus game at one point.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I did buy Lost Legacy when it was on sale for like $10 or something. And so I did buy, Uncharted 4 when it came out, and I did actually own it, but I did get it free digitally. So my PlayStation registered it as I owned both of them, and it gave me the bundle for $10. So I'm already like $70 in the hole. Spend an extra $10 over, years, because whenever fucking Uncharted 4 came out. Because I wanted to check out the upgrade. And I was not going to get the upgrade because, I didn't care to play it again. I don't care about the graphics because I saw a side-by-side and you can't really tell the difference graphically. So I was like, okay, I'll just pass on this. I won't get it. Until I read about the haptic feedback. And man, I don't know how long it's gonna last that I'm gonna keep talking about this freaking haptic feedback, and it's all I'm gonna talk about. But every game feels different. Before, every shooter game had the same rumble when you shoot, and so it just kind of became like something that I never really noticed or thought about. Like it just kind of became like another sense of when I was getting shot or something. I could feel it in my hand, but I never really felt it. But, dude, haptic feedback. At this point, like I said, I don't know how long I'm going to feel this way, but every game I played is different. And, dude, the Uncharted, it's blowing me away.
Really?
With how it feels, man. Yeah, it's insane. It's really good. I'm impressed with the freaking controller. I'm not going to lie. the coolest thing. And I'm so happy. Like, if you could just buy the controller, and by having the controller, you have the haptic feedback. On a fucking PS4, I would have never got a PS5, but you have to have the PS5 to get that controller, man, and it's amazing.
That was my main selling point. Well, as a buyer for a PlayStation, man, that just sounded so cool, and I'm glad that you like it as much, because that means that it's gonna, when I finally get one, eventually, that I'm gonna really get to experience that more.
It is cool because if you do have a PS5 controller, some games on Steam support PS5 controller features, so you would still experience it on Steam, which is awesome. Now it's very select few. The only one that I know of for sure is No Man's Sky, but I know there's a few others.
Man, I don't know if I could also, maybe I'm just being a cheap ass, but like buy an 80, what is it, $80 controller? Maybe even more.
I think it's the same price as the games. I think it's just 70. Now, if you get like when the new colors come out, like the freaking pink, purple, and blue, whatever the most recent colors are at the time of this, yeah, those are like $80 or $85. Because I was gonna get them, and I was like, "Fuck that, dude! I'm not about to spend $10 more for a freaking color, dude."
Yeah.
Like, you got to be out of your mind. That is so stupid. And what's annoying is the Switch did that too.
Yeah.
You could buy the gray controllers or the blue and red controllers for however fucking much they were, $70 or whatever. But if you wanted to get the lime green and pink, they're like $85.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Fuck that. And the Switch isn't even as impressive as the fucking PS5 controller, in my opinion, because there's not that many games that use that shit.
Right. Yeah, you really just, stationary. Or yeah, like the Switch gimmicks really didn't last very long. Like, they're not gimmicks, but
No, the only game I can think of is freaking 1-2 Switch. That's like the only game that actually has like the feature built into it that uses it.
yeah, that's like equivalent to the Playroom, right? Like, basically just showing off what it could do.
Yeah, except for 1-2 Switch is fucking $60, whereas the Playroom is free. That brings me to my point. The reason why I'm so happy with the PS5 controller is that even though there's like old games like Uncharted 4, No Man's Sky and stuff, they're still implementing the haptic feedback. Whereas the Switch, again, the only game I know that uses it, and I've looked into it, and all I could find was 1-2 Switch that used the rumbling in the controller to make it feel like there's something in the controller. So that's why I'm happy with the PS5, is that people are actually using it. And when the PS4 came out, they had the touchpad. That really the only game that used that was Infamous?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
And maybe Killzone.
Yeah. Whew. Man, remember
Maybe
that game?
I don't even know if Killzone had that shit, but like I know Infamous did, and it wasn't even that impressive. You just touch the freaking touchpad sometimes to suck energy up sometimes. So that was kind of lame, not gonna lie. So I'm happy that the haptic feedback's actually being used in the controller a lot, which means it will definitely be used indefinitely.
Man, well, like, that's like kind of their namesake too. Going back to the Dual Shock, the rumbles, that was like impressive for PlayStation to have that.
I'm not okay. So going back to Cyberpunk, if you want to get back into it, I don't know, man.
I just want to check it out. None too crazy.
I don't know. It'll probably be a smoother experience for you, and that's probably going to be the only thing, is that you'll have a smoother experience. For me, it's like completely different because on console it was like fucking trash, like really bad, insanely bad. They did add a lot of more stuff in it though. Like I said, you could buy apartments and stuff. I haven't done any of that yet. I'm still like early on, but I'm impressed. Not gonna lie, they totally. Like this at the point it's at now, 1.5 is where it should have been day one. Honestly, like it's insane how much of a difference it is, gameplay wise.
I definitely want to try it because yeah, if you know if I can get the game to last long enough that it doesn't crash, the gameplay was like just so wonky. It was just so bad.
It was. I will say again, you'd be on PC, I'm on console. My game on console crashed frequently, and again, along with bugs, it just was so frustrating, especially during like really long missions where there's no save point and you can't save.
Mhm.
Uh, I've only experienced one crash, and I don't know what caused it because there was only like two enemies, and I wasn't even like going crazy with some insane gun. I was just like shooting them with like a single shot rifle or something or a pistol, and it just crashed. But that happened the other night. So I played like through most of the intro. Like I got past the part where you get like uh do the whole part after you find out that like Keanu's in your head.
Yeah.
And I started just doing like some police missions. And during one of those missions, like it finally just crashed. Uh, which is fine because that's about the time I wanted to call it a night anyway. But compared to what it was before, definitely different experience. A lot more. It feels more alive, which is weird. Like it definitely feels more alive.
See for myself. I went through a lot with the story because I was just like, I ain't got time for side missions. I just really want to burn through this and try to play as much as I can for as long as I can.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm I'm probably gonna not even do the side missions because I did so many of them on my playthrough on the PS4 that I don't really care for them because I already know what to expect. Like I did a lot of side missions, and didn't even like get through anything of the story. Like you had surpassed me by far. Uh, like people were talking about like Pan Am. If you know who Pan Am is in the game, if
Yeah.
you can remember the chick with the huge ass. Like hadn't even met her yet.
Man, that was like my favorite part, honestly. I
You
honestly,
have sex with her in the
I
car.
probably can't say that too loud. No, I don't think you ever do. I'm pretty sure you don't.
You do.
No, you don't. There's no way
It's
she's.
it's legit.
Man.
You do.
All right, I gotta play it. I gotta get off this.
Did you ever see the XQC video
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the
I know what you're gonna say.
Honestly, I felt so awkward like when I did that cuz like I don't know, dude. It was weird cuz like I was like, "Oh, cuz like in GTA, I totally like buy prostitutes in GTA." But I'm sitting there like playing like fucking Cyberpunk, and I'm like, I wonder what this is gonna be like. And then it's like really in depth, and I'm just like, oh, this is fucking weird.
I think
Like,
it's just not made for us anymore, man. I feel like it's made for the younger, like like horny or the prostitute scene. I think that's. I don't know, it's not. I think we're a little desensitized because of our generation. We've had the internet forever, and that's like nothing, and it's just kind of awkward and clinky.
did you do it in Cyberpunk though?
Yeah, of course I
Did you
did.
buy a prostitute?
Of course I did. I mean, do you not do that in GTA? You have to do it in every GTA. It's like tradition now. You have to buy one and then kill it, and except for this one, you can't kill it.
Kill it?
Yeah.
It like it's a thing?
Yes. I don't really get that close with them, and
I will say this. One thing that I'm really proud about Cyberpunk is that they did it with males and females, whereas in GTA it's only females.
yeah, yeah. Where's the equality? Honestly,
I remember I jumped in the back of a car, or maybe I was the one doing it and someone was in the back of the car, but I did that online.
it
Picked up a prostitute, had sex with her with someone in the car. It's so weird.
might have been me, or I might have been there somehow because I kind of remember that.
It was either you or Ramses.
Just to see if we could do it, and we could. And it was weird.
Yeah, you definitely can.
But yeah, there needs to be more inclusion. Maybe because the story characters really, that really doesn't go with their whole, I don't know. background, their character, it doesn't fit that they would go for a guy, but maybe next one they'd include like somebody's bi or something.
You can't buy the Rocket League skin.
Right now I'm not. I didn't. I'm not. I feel like when I'm in the shop and I see it and I'm gonna be more tempted, I might do it.
It's only available for like 3 days or something.
See, because I also missed out on the other ones, and I had the opportunity to buy the other Batmobiles, which was really cool. Like I'm glad they put those in there, but I wasn't sure if it was gonna work. Like, what if I just buy this and I hate it? Like I'm terrible with it. Man, the goal celebrations or whatever you want to call them, those things pretty much suck. There's like only like two or three that I like. I like the one that it turns everything into like space. Or I like those that like really transform the whole field, like a grid or something.
Yeah, that's available in the Rocket Pass. That's almost over.
Oh well, shit. And the dragon one's okay.
Yeah, a lot of them suck. I think there is a Batman one, and it's probably just like a fake memory, but I think there's one where okay, so I think there's one where like when you get the goal, it puts out bats.
Yeah.
Unless that's not a bat one, it's just like a Halloween one. But I'm pretty sure there's one where when you make the goal, it's like Scarecrow that like pops out. And he's like woo or some shit.
Oh really? I don't remember that.
I think so. I think it makes it like dark and eerie as well. But I'm not sure because I feel like I would see that one a lot more if that was the case. Unless people just don't use that anymore. But I want to say that's a thing. Could be a false memory. I know the bat one's a thing. Where the bats fly out.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I just don't know if that's a Batman one or if it's like a Halloween theme.
You know what? I just looked it up, and it was a part of a Halloween pack. It was like a Batman Halloween thing. But I'm glad they're doing stuff like this. I wish they would do more.
Yeah, it is cool. Yeah, I agree. I wish they did more. Man, I mean, I feel I don't know who. Honestly, I don't know who made Rocket League, but if they could get on par with like Fortnite, dude, they would make money.
They would have a little more money.
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Like if you made a goal, just did like a web sling that pinned people or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Into the goal. Or like, just like all sorts of stuff. Like they could fucking Doctor Strange, they could shoot it and then the whole map turns into like fucking some other realm real quick. I mean, they already have it to where it turns into like negative space or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
They could definitely do something crazy.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I definitely feel like they're holding back a lot on the content. Like there is a lot of content in the game, but I feel like they could definitely do a lot more. I wonder how much money Rocket League makes. Because I mean, Fortnite makes a shit ton, and it's all from the skins and game modes. I mean, come on. Every time they release a skin, they have a game mode, but they make that money on the skin, and the game mode just kind of makes the skin better, I guess, in a sense.
I guess they got like their main grabs are like actual cars, like a BMW and stuff. I see a lot of those.
Yeah.
But
the BMW, when I saw that in there, that was fucking weird. It was like really weird to see just like a normal car.
Yeah. So on my way to soccer practice, just like okay.
Dude, what they did on Minecraft.
Oh.
Fucking like car that's just like a box car.
It's just like awfully like just rides because the tires are square, so it's just bouncing constantly.
And then like when you make a goal, it's like a ghast.
Oh man. Or the Ender Dragon.
Or a Wither. Yeah, dude, an Ender Dragon come out. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I'd buy that. Just for the
I probably would buy it. Have like Minecraft decals so you can make your car look like dirt.
Oh man, that'd be sick.
Or diamond and stuff. Dude. Dude, that's a whole season pass right there.
Or no, if they had like an 04 Honda Civic or something like that, something like really shitty, I would get that. Like it would be really funny.
You did buy the Need for Speed car.
Hey, Skyline, dude.
They had Back to the Future.
Oh, that's true. That was a really good one. I wish
Universal.
I had that. Would you say PUBG's the official battle royale? like Kickstarter.
Full battle royale, like as in
Yes.
it was made for battle royale.
Mhm.
Man, that's a really tough one.
That's
Fully made for battle royale, PUBG,
yeah.
but PUBG wasn't made. It was made by the people that made the servers for H1Z1 battle royale, which wasn't called battle royale. I can't remember what it was called. And it's up in the air, and I still don't think people know. But before that,
I know what you're
because
gonna
the
say.
H1Z1 servers were, the H1Z1 servers came out the same time as Minecraft because they were both popping at the same time, so it's hard to tell
No, you're right.
which one was
No, it
first.
definitely is Minecraft. I no, I mean it's close, but I think it is
Because it
Minecraft.
was Hunger Games.
Yeah, dude.
But at the same time, that's like I said, it's hard to tell because if you're focused on the Minecraft community, you would say it's Minecraft because you wouldn't know much about H1Z1. And
That's
if you were
true.
more in the H1Z1 community, you wouldn't know that much about Minecraft. Now, of course, there's people that play both, but you're going to lean towards one more than the other. And so, like, at the same time, it was, like, I would say both for different reasons. Like, H1Z1, like, Minecraft was a battle royale genre, Hunger Games.
Mhm.
But H1Z1 is more of the battle royale that we see today. So I would say H1Z1. But Minecraft was limited to find a box, pick up a bow, pick up a sword. Whereas H1Z1 is like, pick up a gun, pick up ammo, pick up a scope, pick up a backpack, pick up armor, pick up a helmet,
But Minecraft was
drop
bigger.
in.
Like, did it really get that push if it wasn't for Minecraft in that silly little circle that you start off in and run off to go find a bow or whatever?
Here's a question. Because I don't know. This is the same thing as in like if you're in the Minecraft community or if you're in the Call of Duty community, but which one came first? Prop hunt.
Oh, it's Minecraft. No, it was not even between those two, but it would be Minecraft first.
What? Then what would it be?
It would be Gary's mod. Gary's mod was the first one.
Okay. See, I wouldn't know because I didn't fucking play Gary's mod.
I only knew because of people I was watching, and when it first came out, and they were just like, that's all they were playing, and then then everyone started doing it after that. But that's a really cool concept. I wish that didn't die off so soon.
It was fun, man. That was like honestly out of all the games that it worked with, because I played like Call of Duty prop hunt, and I don't know. I don't think it worked very well because Call of Duty has such small maps, and it's kind of hard to blend in sometimes. But I feel like I don't know. It worked with Minecraft really well. I feel.
It did. I think because a lot of the stuff was around the same size. And then in Call of Duty, when I played it, they made you can also happen to be a big ass truck or like something that really sticks out. And I think that's much harder and not as fun.
If I recall, I think you can be like a can, like just a can in Call of
You
Duty.
can, but there's a very wide range.
Yeah. And then you have those people, since the maps are so small, they're like, this traffic cone's not here.
This plant is next to the same plant. But
Minecraft, dude, I really want to get back into Minecraft. I just don't know if I can. I really, 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 really want to, though.
just like survival, like just in a server.
Just straight survival, not go crazy with mods. Just, I don't know. I really like the vanilla Minecraft, to be honest with you.
Man,
Like, maybe get like a better texture pack so it's not as bright. But, man, I like... It's just so iconic because that's what I started off with was vanilla Minecraft on the Mac, and it was so much fun.
I got into it last year, and I was playing it for quite a bit to the point where I was like, like, oh shit, what time is it? Oh man, I've been playing this for how long? But it kind of just fizzled off again. It kind of had that. Okay, I don't want to keep checking in and try to build my house even better. I got to a point where my
Yeah.
house was built, and I don't really, I mean, I really want to get more diamonds or whatever I think it was netherite. It's around that time is when I started not playing where there's like the new better material.
I think the last time I played was they introduced like dolomite and granite and some other shit.
Yeah, all that shit that you
Like
don't
blocks that
use.
really didn't do
Yeah,
anything. Yeah, the shit that you don't use, it's just kind of there to have more blocks in the game.
yeah. I don't really understand that, but also because I watch a lot of people that played it a lot, like PewDiePie.
Mm-hmm.
I got into his series, so it made me want to play.
Yeah, I definitely want to play it again. Maybe we convince them to play it. Maybe we just spend like one day a week playing it or something.
Yeah,
Like not play it every day, but just kind of do that.
it'd be a lot
Because
more
man,
fun with more people.
yeah, it's definitely a game like. Because I'll play Minecraft, or I used to play it every once in a while. Like whenever I'd get on my computer, every once in a while I'd boot it up and play it for like a week, and then just drop it for the year. I do that with a lot of games. Like I usually do that with Rocket League, but normally if I'm playing a game by myself, then I drop it quick.
Yeah,
But
and at least we're all like kind of the same level too. We're like we're all kind of invested in it about the same. What's the next upcoming game? Do you have one on your schedule? Like big release?
let me see here.
I mean, we're not really Nintendo fiends, but they have a lot of games coming out this year.
The only game I have on my radar for a while is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands,
Oh yeah,
which I don't even know if I'm gonna get,
isn't it a
to be
free
honest with
game
you.
on Plus?
Man, I thought it was. I fucking no. It was a freaking DLC for fucking Borderlands. They made it a standalone.
Oh,
I was so hyped. I was like, hell yeah, dude, I'm not gonna have to buy the fucking game. And then nah, it's a freaking DLC I've already played like 3 times. I'm like, fuck that.
no.
So
Oh,
but I mean, like it's still fun.
I forgot. I wanted to mention this to you. Are you gonna get Elden
Hmm.
Ring?
No.
Man, all I hear is people just sucking his dick, dude. And it looks really cool. I watched a couple clips, and it looks really cool.
I've seen both sides of the spectrum. I've seen people say it's all of the best parts of all the Souls games, and I've seen it as all the worst part of all the Souls games. I've seen it get praise. I've seen people say it's like really good, but it's also boring and short. Um, and honestly, like Demon Souls is the only Souls game I ever played, and that game was super awesome. And it was really fun when I finally beat that bitch because I felt really accomplished. And then fucking got on the PS5 and it looks really cool and everything, but it's one game that doesn't have haptic feedback,
That's
but it looks good.
negative 5 points already.
No, no, I'm not gonna hold it against that because it's still like a really good game. Um, but I don't know. I just never really was into like the whole Soul series. I just like there's one game that I wanted to get that was like a love letter to Dark Souls, and it's called Mortal Shell.
Hmm.
And Mortal Shell looked really freaking awesome, and I was gonna get it. I've been really wanting to get it. It goes on sale quite a bit, but I never do. And so I don't know. Elden Ring, I haven't seen shit. All right, I've seen like a little bit where a dude's like running around and he's talking about the game. It's like a little review, and he fought like this really big beast. And from what I saw, it looked like Shadow of the Colossus because he's just riding around, and then there's like a big fucking
Is
monster
it the one
out in the middle of
with the
nowhere.
eye or like the mouth and the stomach?
No,
Oh, okay.
It was like I don't know what the fuck it was, like a bear or a dragon, or I don't know. It was just it was like a normal, nothing crazy monster. It was just like some monster, and it was just out in the field. And I don't know, man. I don't know if I can fucking play one of those games. It's not like they're hard. It's not like that. I'm like thrown off by it being hard. It's just like I still haven't fucking beat Demon Souls. I beat that bitch once and never played again. And then I got on the PS5 and started playing through it, and got to the point where I'm just like, fuck this, dude. I already know what the hell's gonna happen, and I'm not gonna play it anymore. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even I'm a total fake fan with the whole franchise. So, but this one just looked cool. But that's how Bloodborne got me, because I did the same thing.
yeah,
It looked really cool, and I hear really good things about it, and then I didn't play it very long.
Wah!
What was that?
Well, that's gonna conclude this, I guess. This a brief abruption of stopping. Bye.
Bye. Voice crack. I was so ready to do it, and I just blew it.
All right.
Dick.